Real estate prices have soared an all-time high. You may be a family of 3 or 4 but can currently afford a one-bedroom apartment which is commonly known as a 1 BHK. Now this is quite a common situation for maximum home buyers in Mumbai. Most people tackle the situation by simply adjusting to the given space. Some people design their spaces by imitating reference images from Pinterest and things that are done in other people's spaces, which might have worked well for others, but they thoughtlessly just mix and match these things, which creates a hodgepodge. Many people even hire a local contractor, some random bablu who is a self-proclaimed designer, and then he slams you with his own shoddy ideas. You are then stuck with a bad design and substandard work. You think you're saving money by trusting Bablu, but this is not at all profitable in the long run because very soon you start repenting with the end product and you end up being frustrated as these hard and fast things are expensive and not very feasible to change every now and then. Even if the floor space of your home is not very big, I truly believe that it should be the most comfortable place for you. And if you put some effort and thought into it, you will feel relaxed every time you step into your house. So I thought let's take a challenge to tastefully design a compact 1 BHK to comfortably fit 4 people. For this, I'm going to take one of the floor plans I have of a 1 BHK in Mumbai, which is a 371 square foot carpet area. In a 1 BHK, this is quite an accepted fact that typically parents take the bedroom and kids end up getting the living room. And say you have a guest who'd like to stay over, then it's definitely a game over. If you don't plan your space well, you're just going to be confused as to who will sleep where. Let's start with the living room. I want to achieve a lounging space, a TV watching area, a dining space, a dedicated work area, some storage units, a private sleeping space, and a decent circulation to move around comfortably. It's going to be quite tricky to fit everything in, but let's see how we go about it. First, let's add a sofa, which you can convert into a bed. Since the sofa is here, the TV and its media unit would have to be right opposite it. Next, let's add a 6-seater dining table here. The reason the table is placed along this wall is because it can offer back support when a bench is placed against it. You can add 3 dining chairs on the other side of the table, and then you have a dining table for 6. For a dedicated work setup, we can add a study table here and a chair right in front of it. It's time to tackle storage for this space. You can add storage right above the study table, and you can design the storage in a way that the study table looks like a part of the storage unit. This storage above the study table has 8 shutters. 2 on the bottom left can be used for stationery and other miscellaneous items, while the other 2 on the right can be used for crockery. Things that are seldom used can be just tucked and stored away in the top 4 shutters. You can also add a shelf right above the study table, which can be used for some books. Under the study table, you can have an independent unit which can have caster wheels on it, which will allow you to move it based on your requirement. Now this unit can be a bar unit, or a mini sideboard, or even an office pedestal. As you can see, there is no space on the left and right of the sofa for a side table. And since this sofa is going to be used as a sofa bed, I've placed a ledge right above the sofa which you can use for placing your phone right before you go to sleep. You could personalize the empty wall space right above the ledge with some picture frames. You could also add a pendant lamp in the corner which can act as a reading light. Anyway, coming back to storage. See this unutilized corner space to the right of the TV unit? You can add some storage there as well. The entire vertical volume in that corner can be used by creating a tall cabinet starting from the floor to the ceiling, which can be used as a multi-purpose storage unit. So far, we've achieved a lounging area, TV watching, dining space, a dedicated workspace, and lots of storage. This takes us to the next item on our checklist, which is a private sleeping space. While I mentioned that the sofa can be converted into a bed which will take care of sleeping, but what about privacy? We can do this by adding a sliding glass partition which will divide the living room into two areas, creating a nice little sleeping space on this side of the partition. Now this glass partition has 4 shutters which can all slide and can be parked to the right, which will then open up and create one big living area when you need it. But wait, hold on. We've still not tackled privacy. For this, you can simply add curtains along the sliding partition. These curtains can also be moved and parked on the same side as the sliding shutters. All you have to do is shut the partition, draw out the curtains, pull out the sofa bed, and voila, you have one extra bedroom in your 1 BHK. If you're wondering, why use glass partition if it does not offer privacy? Why shouldn't we just use opaque sliding shutters? Now, the reason is that, let's say if I need to create a partition in the living room during the day for TV watching while one person is using the study unit here, then these sliding shutters will create a partition for blocking sound, but it will still allow natural light from the window to flow into this side of the space. And if I would have added opaque shutters, it would simply look very bulky and make the space feel blocky and stuffed. Now let's talk about the flooring of the space. Builders usually provide beige tiles which are okay and do the job. I personally like the flooring to exude warmth. If you have a little extra budget, you can simply install a flooring material over the existing tiles provided by the builder. Engineered flooring is the #1 material which adds warmth to your space and feels very good to walk on. But 90% of the people are concerned about the cost and maintenance of the wood floor. And in homes like this where you have things sliding in and out for multifunctionality, wood flooring can be prone to a lot of scratches. So I would say that glazed terracotta tiles are the next best option for adding the warmth you need. For those of you who don't know what terracotta tiles are, they are ceramic tiles which are baked using red-brown clay. Now these are not very expensive and they are a sustainable option too. And because of its handmade nature, each tile has a different variation or a tone in color, and it offers the same variation in color which wood flooring offers. You can see that just by changing the flooring, we've added so much character. When the sliding shutters are opened and parked, you can move the study chair and one of the dining chairs to add 2 extra seats near the sofa while retaining a dining table for 4. Which is why the design of all these 4 chairs is the same, because it just allows the flexibility of using the same furniture in a multi-purpose manner. Adding this color palette here, it's finally time for the big reveal. Now this powder blue tint that you can see on the tall storage unit and also the study unit could either be a laminate or it could be a PU coated MDF clad plywood. The finish of the TV unit can just be a wood finish laminate, or it could also be a melamine polished veneer on ply. The frame of the sliding shutters can be powder coated aluminium, and as you can see, I've used a beige color so that it's not very jarring.